you?
There, I got the
Okay.
headset on.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work until I actually get the headset on. Uh,
Yeah.
yay. Yay.
The fucking headset mic is a
Oh,
lot better now that we're not playing Serious Sam.
yeah, imagine that. Oh, shit. Oh, you motherfucker. What? Oh, it's actually my friendly turret. It's shooting. It's shooting. They shooting. I
They're
bet
shooting us. They're shooting at us. They're shooting back at us. Those
those
bastards.
bastards.
Holy shit,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Whoa.
Strategic Command Air Vertibot? Fuck.
Air vertibots. Oh, you're playing. That's right. You're playing the Wonderful, one of the greatest. Better than New Vegas. All the people who love New Vegas so much make New Vegas look like it's not actually a very cool game.
Like a pile of shit. Makes the game look worse.
About a piece of shit, pretty much. What's
Pretty,
this?
pretty,
Oh,
pretty,
wonderful! I
pretty,
can get
pretty
this right
much.
now. Oh, don't have anything. 100. I do have 100. Okay, I got something. Okay, so today want to just do a little tiny, not a test stream necessarily. It's almost like a test stream. I want to test this game out again. This game performs well, at least. So many other VR games are so shitfully optimized, which is bad. That's for sure
Fully
bad.
piss fucked.
They're piss. So here, yeah, I wanted to play
Once
something.
again, I accidentally demonetized. Oops, we're demonetized.
We're demonetized. That's too bad. What a shame.
We're
Imagine
demonetized. Oh wait, we've never been monetized because why
we're
the
never
hell
going
would you
to.
do that?
Yeah,
You're
why
trying to fucking you're
you're
trying to
working
get the
for the
word out
woke
about
mob
something
again?
important.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Uh,
can't do it unless I'm
oh,
monetized. Fuck off.
my monetization. You're unironically wanting to make money for the woke mob at YouTube. Why did you do that? Unless
That's
you're
also
in league with them, you're in
that's
league with
apparently all that
Satan's
fucking Liam
service.
Gray lives for, by the way, is just getting monetized, and then he just posts copyrighted material on his own fucking YouTube channel for
And then
streams,
copyright
and then he
strikes
gets
other
popped
people.
for it, and then he's like, "Oh, they're trying to silence me." It's
Hmm.
copyrighted material, dipshit.
And then he copyright strikes other people, of course.
Yeah,
In fact, he goes
to
around
silence them
blaming. Oh
because
shit!
they're critics.
He goes around blaming other people. Oh shit! Yeah, well, that didn't work, did it? But he goes around blaming other people for stuff that's he's like, oh, these other haters, the antis, copyright struck me for this, and it's like, no, it's probably people who follow you. It's not the antis, it's the
Yeah,
pro
cow watching
people.
him.
Yeah,
I'm already tired of talking about him.
but not
But
even
no,
no,
I
they're
mean
not.
he's
People who
he's
are cow
posting like
watching him,
fucking
people who are
whatever
friends with him.
ABV and
His own
fucking
friends strike him and then act like, because it creates a
oh yeah.
victimhood narrative. That's one of the most important things about comics game. That, why do I get a joystick though?
But the thing is, he also hates it,
Shit.
but he doesn't realize it's them.
Yeah,
Makes him angry, but it's like, but your friends do this to you. Why are you friends with
yeah.
them?
And then that really came out with the
Your
whole,
friends
when,
trash you
yeah,
nonstop.
when
Why are
Ethan,
you supporting that?
pretty much sold him out. And then all of a sudden they let him back in, and Liam is not even smart enough to tell the difference. But
He's such a
anyways,
doormat.
this stream isn't about Liam, though. Shit.
Yeah, no, I'm already tired of talking about. If we can go another couple of years without ever even mentioning his name, that would be great.
Without even remembering he exists.
Because it's been like what 2 years since I've even thought about his existence. As
Yeah,
far as I'm concerned, like all the other comic skaters who fake their fucking backing, he doesn't exist. He has no real audience
he's not real.
except for cow watchers.
Yeah, he's not real. Never happened. Wow.
That's what happens
For
though,
sure we
is
did now.
you fake your backing and you pad your numbers and you get people watching you, but only the biggest retards stay.
Why that? How come they do that? Why would you do that?
Because they're fucking retards. So his audience
Because
are bot. It's like 80% bots and 20% zero IQ nobodies. Even
that
people
is
who cow watch. Like you're gonna cow watch somebody. I can understand doing that for like one person for one video.
well,
Just make me. I'll watch a 1 hour long summation of like fucking whoever Chris Chan or whoever the fuck.
There we
I do
go.
not care about the rest of these people. I'm not going to be watching hour-long streams to try and
To be honest, I'm not even that interested in the Chris Chan stuff anymore. Chris Chan is definitely, that's a justifiable lol cow to be interested in. But the reality is that, there we go.
He's actually fucking interesting.
The reality is the biggest lol cows in the history of the internet right now are just sitting there, and people, instead of people actually realizing them, people are, being like, oh, this guy's really based. He's actually really cool.
Again, it's because
they're just pretend to share the same fake political views.
80 IQ retards. Those are the only real people they have. That's not what we're doing here. That's when people are like, why aren't you famous? That's why.
Yeah, because we're not interested in. Yeah, we're not like. Yeah, that's the real answer. Is not everyone wants to fake death threats against their children for internet attention. The people who get famous, a lot of them do that, or they support it. There's a lot of people right now. A lot of the people even who were formerly friends with Rekieta, who are now speaking out against Rekieta. It's important to remember they were all Rekieta's friends, and a lot of them still are, like, the stuff that you see Rekieta do that you don't like, all of them did too. And it's just a matter of, are you going to be honest enough to admit it?
A lot of people
we are, but nobody else is.
Publicly friends of Rekieta also come to us and are like, yeah, you're right about him.
Yeah.
You're right about Rekieta.
Yeah, that happens a lot, and a lot of them are like, don't tell anybody this, but I'm friends with Nick Rekieta, and you guys are completely right about it. That's been happening for years, though, going back, way back.
We won't mention who.
Oh. Yeah, because they said, don't tell anybody, don't mention my name or something, but you guys are completely right about Rekieta.
What a person does is they keep a secret if it's a secret, but I'm not gonna say that it doesn't happen. I'm going to fucking gloat very much about that. If I ever get the opportunity to talk about that,
well, they also know that there's, they saw a stream of us mentioning that as like, oh, one of Rekieta's friends thanked us for telling the truth about Rekieta, and I'm saying this like multiple years, like 3, 4, 5 years ago now.
Not last week, like a lot of these tourists are.
Exactly.
Like, oh, Rekieta's why is Rekieta acting like he fell off? No, he didn't.
I can't believe. Yeah,
dipshit.
Yeah, exactly. This is the thing: is that all of those people, they kept secrets for Rekieta. They kept secrets of Rekieta's behavior, whereas we told the truth about what Rekieta was always like. And so it's funny, Rekieta's only real friends were the ones who came out and thanked us for telling the truth, whereas the fake friends are the ones who are only just now speaking out against Rekieta. You can spot them every single time by that. So if you want to know who the real people are, just go by that, and you'll know every single time.
With actual souls.
And that's not my criteria. Again, that's their criteria. That's the people who were friends with Nick Rekieta. That's what they think. That is their opinion. Are they wrong? Well, it's up to you to tell them if you knew who they were. But we should pray on that. Let's pray on that. There we go. Here, though, I just want to play a couple clips. So here, let's start with this one. This is, again, as we said, a very old one.
He is
like all this stuff.
Best partner.
This is one of the most awkward ones.
Like, I feel like I fail at life.
Why are you crying at this?
Because I do this. Anyway,
here,
I feel like
right off the bat, that's always a terrible sign. I can actually hear myself echoing on your mic, but that's always a terrible sign.
Yeah, should I shut your door?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, here. Hold on.
Our microphones are very close. We're broadcasting from the same room. Yeah, more real. We're some true RNs.
Real. And if you feel real, let me know.
How can you be real if mirrors aren't real?
Man, mirrors are bullshit.
Mirrors are a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, Rekieta's wife, he has his wife on, and she just starts crying. Now, this wasn't like she was just on for a few seconds, and she starts crying. It's the clip, of course. But
No, she
This
had
is
to
where-
be molested by black guys
Yeah.
for an entire hour.
That wasn't happening yet. What the hell? Oh shit. But the real question is, why would you expose your own wife like that? That's not good. But second of all, what kind of marriage do you have? Yeah. What kind of marriage do you have where you're putting your wife on and she's crying? This was before the cocaine, right? So why is Rekieta putting his wife on and she's crying? If you don't, either you don't know. This was like 2019, I think, and why? Again, there's no reason to not know that would happen unless something is wrong with you. You as a person, your wife also as a person. All of these things, I would never, put my wife on and have her start crying on stream and be like, oh no, I guess that was something I never would have expected. There was drug use already happening at that time. And all of the people condemning Nick now for it knew that it was happening at that time too. Okay. Get the little thing over there. Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet. After wait, is it still shooting? Oh, there's another guy.
Yeah,
Here you go. But this is extremely important because this is all showing that the behavior was there right out in the open for anyone to see. Only those with eyes to see.
It's not just that it was obvious to everyone, which it was. We also helped to get the word out. We're like, hey, this guy is...
and we weren't doing videos about it or anything. We weren't condemning it. We weren't saying, like, look at Rekieta's wife. What the fuck's wrong with her? We just saw the clips, and it's like, clearly there's something wrong. There you go, Internet. Go ahead and notice that there's trouble in paradise. All of the things you believe about your favorite popular YouTuber is clearly not true. Unless you don't want to accept it. It's a matter of accepting it. That's what it's always been about. What we've been saying for years is that it's always going to be a matter of noticing. Once people notice, it's over.
There might be a war on that.
Yeah, there's
a certain demographic that is opposed to noticing.
Certainly lots of people. Oh, can I get this? It looks like it. But there is
maybe even 350, maybe 109 people, maybe 350,000 people,
maybe millions and millions of people. But I mean, that's the reality. Yeah, it's more like billions, more billions. But the truth of here.
And I don't accept that some people don't know. They know.
No,
they're willing to be silent about it.
You're going to see a lot of that. In the you've already been seeing a lot of it. That's what's been happening, but you're going to still see it in the coming days, weeks, and so on. Is people who were close personal friends with Nick Rekieta acting like they had no idea that Rekieta was like this all along. How could it have happened? We just had no idea. And it's like, if you're friends with somebody, you know.
Claiming that we were just guessing if we were the ones saying...
Yeah, the Clot Adams response.
This thing he just did to me is a bad thing.
Right here, I'm going to play
that I'm a
this again.
failure, like at being a woman, a wife, a mother, everything.
Very extremely
Sister,
telling.
friend, daughter.
Yeah. Why would she say that unless there was something seriously wrong going on behind the scenes?
So that's just one of the things that
just behaving like
struggle with.
Struggle. Or comp, if you will.
Nick has never missed a beat. He has always been there to pick up the slack where I lose it.
Oh, he's a good husband. That's good.
He washes the dishes. He does the laundry. He doesn't complain.
Wait a minute. This is
first of all, a lot of very telling things where she's saying that Nick does the dishes and laundry. First of all, why isn't she? But okay, let's say they have a nanny or a maid. Why is Nick still doing that stuff? And clearly, that's also something that didn't last. Housewife? Yeah, well, why isn't he still, though? Because this was like, kind of in his prime. I know a lot of people say, oh, it's before the Rittenhouse stuff, but it's also like, who gives a shit?
Don't give a shit. That is also the thing is, I've been checking out. He's getting posted around to Paul because he's getting absolutely dragged on Paul. But there's a lot of people who are like, I was watching his streams back during the Rittenhouse thing, and a lot of his takes were very wrong and very stupid.
Yeah, that's another thing that is important to point out is one of the main reasons that he was so popular is basically because he was a tool of the derp state, if you will. It's pretty obvious, pretty blatant that YouTube uses YouTubers as containment, essentially. They use the fandoms of YouTubers. So they allow certain YouTubers and they give them handlers who are like, here, you're allowed to say this, you're allowed to do this and that.
You only need 100,000. As far as I know, all you need is a silver play button.
Yeah, if you're a silver play button, YouTube will be like, here you go. Here is official approval from us to to corral it, to basically herd the conservatives, essentially.
Anyone who has a smaller channel already knows all of this.
Yeah.
Because you've been getting popped over and over again, as we all have, for absolutely trivial, stupid horseshit that is irrelevant. It's like, oh, this fucking song in your video is a Beatles song. No, it isn't. It's not even a song.
And they also, they understand, though, part of the PSYOP is they understand that it's going to look too suspicious if they're just giving away, with everything. So they're like, okay, sometimes we have to give them a strike or something every once in a while to put on a show for the normie pig cattle to think, oh, they're too dangerous.
Perform as the victim.
Yeah, that's because that's part of the marketing. The marketing hype is, look at how we're being censored and canceled.
Yeah. Otherwise, why would YouTube actually allow their video to exist?
But at the same time, they're on the side of the censoring and canceling too.
It's actually harming the right.
They've supported Nick Rekieta, has been fully in support of censoring and canceling other people, while of course doing that show for all of you normie pig cattle out there.
Has asked YouTube to censor and fucking delete his critics, and YouTube obliges him.
Yeah, and it's again, it all happens under the surface. Oh shit! There we go. It all happens behind closed doors. It all happens with a lot of people in DM groups talking about it. And so all the people in the DM groups, they get famous. It's like the Patrice O'Neill thing where you go into the mouth of the beast, you get chewed up and shit out, but everyone keeps lining up to be next to get in, because when you're in the mouth of the beast, you get like $10 million a week or something. Or whatever it is in
it was $2 million a week, because they were talking about whatever
Charlie Sheen.
Or whatever.
Yeah, they were talking about Charlie Sheen specifically at that time, but there were many other people. Oh, I don't really need this, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, that's how the game works, and the game is designed to manipulate you. Teleported right into that,
and it works.
Yeah, it works. And ultimately, people want it to work. Deep down inside, people prefer it to work. Well, yeah.
This is what people think is fucking things are supposed to be like.
Yeah, that's what it's how they think they're fighting the culture war, is by being essentially corralled and being contained. That is, in fact, how the culture war is being fought against them, is just give somebody like an empty... Oh, shit. Oh boy, that's not good. Whoa. Here, take one of these. There we go. How about some of this? There we go. Let me play the rest of this, though. It's only a couple more minutes.
This is a deep trick to get me in trouble.
No.
Uh-oh.
No.
He's going to get in trouble.
The other night, our daughter
of course.
drank some rotten milk because it was sitting in her sippy cup, got left out too long.
Hold on a second. Now she said, and again, this is from years ago. So when people try to act like the problems only started recently, this is his wife talking about how their kids are drinking rotten milk. And it's like, the fucking at some point a nanny isn't even going to be enough. The problem, of course, was always the parent, and this isn't some secret that leaked from behind the scenes, but this isn't from some secret DM group that nobody knows about. This is something they streamed publicly on their channel.
Here's the thing: is I can't hear any of this. I don't imagine there's any way they could play this off. But that there's going to be people like
this is from 2019. The playing off already happened many years ago. It's too late. It's too late for even the concept of damage control. All of his friends were fine with this. They sat around as Lady Rackets talked about their kids drinking expired milk, and we're like, oh, that's just the pitfalls of being a parent.
I can imagine. Yeah, no, I can imagine they're like chuckling while they're fucking saying all this. I can't hear
it's funny.
Of course.
Yeah, no, but this is the thing: is that when it comes to streaming these things, basically, I just have to listen to this on my own.
That's what he does. Is he just fucking says something completely unfunny, and then he laughs to himself, and that's the joke.
Yeah, people said that this was funny. People said this is a great example of like the honesty of their family. All I hear is bad parenting, and that is all that it was.
Yeah,
as usual, we were right. It's just bad parenting.
Buying fucking Mark Waid's books while suing him, and his own dumb fucking idiot shitbag audience is like, well, it just shows that he has got fucking character.
Yeah, they actually said it showed he has integrity. They actually called it integrity when you're suing somebody. And get over there.
You're supporting the person
get over there.
That you're suing.
Still needs to be closer or something. Whoa, chop them up with the
no,
there.
It isn't.
That's
integrity.
Working. Yeah, that's not integrity. That's the thing is that Comicsgate people don't know what the word integrity actually means, and they never did, as we've proven. Oh, there we go. That's better covered. But yeah, that's the thing is that really the real lesson, the only real lesson is that we both have proven.
Speak up saying dumb shit like that. Oh, you're a retard too. I don't want anything.
But the real lesson is that anytime somebody thinks they know more than us, they don't.
Don't try and support me. Don't try and be part of my audience. You are not allowed in my audience.
The best
I'll take your money.
proof.
I do not want your input.
Well, the best proof that somebody doesn't know anything is that they think they know better than us. That has always been the case. That's been provably true.
Unironically, where the whole fucking thing starts. The fucking curse of FWC. You want to know where it starts? It starts as soon as they disagree with us on anything. Yeah. It's just that simple.
That's not even a joke either, by the way. That's actually
none of
provable.
You are able to take that.
It's replicatable
anyway.
Every single time.
Every single time.
There aren't any examples otherwise.
Single time.
What the fuck? Loot shrine. Why is it facing this way? You know what though? Here, take one of these.
And no, when all this shit turns around, and I'm the one who's fucking successful because I stuck around while you were all in your doxing ring and shit, I'm not going to be quite as nice and polite.
Yeah, it's really
you're going to get.
It's really mysterious why all of these people, including like Nick Rekieta himself, but also all of these people now who are speaking out against Nick Rekieta, they sat by while a doxing ring. Like, look at how much they. Oh shit.
Yeah, it doesn't start with him abusing his children. It starts with him supporting a scammer. And then it turns out before that even, we find out, he was part of getting all those Somalis to fucking Minnesota with cheating migration.
Why isn't nobody else... Why is nobody else even admitting that ever happened, by the way? That's pretty telling about what Rekieta's actual politics are.
Or claiming that he's like the savior of the right.
Yeah.
He's going to save
people
the
were.
right
That's the thing is that people are despondent. So many people are despondent about this because they actually bought the bullshit. They bought the.
They paid him.
They bought fully.
Scam where all he did was just inflate his own numbers by buying
bought fully into the psyop.
And then the idiots fucking jumped on board and were like, "This guy needs my money. He's got a trust fund. I don't care. I need to support this." You're fucking stupid.
Yeah, you're supporting the other. That's the thing. We've already been proven right that when you support Rekieta, you're supporting the other side. Regardless of if you think you are, you are. you'll see it sooner or later, or you'll never know anything.
You're an unwitting traitor to your own species.
Yes, that is the fact. Is everyone who ever supported Nick Rekieta is an unwitting traitor to everything they ever claimed or pretended to believe, and that's why so many of them are traumatized. But of course, we aren't, because we've been saying this and we've been consistent the whole time.
I don't know why somebody would not want to be unless they were mentally ill already.
Which most people... That's the reality of fans of YouTubers, is that pretty much all of them are... Pretty much all of them by nature are mentally ill.
Perfect litmus test. Anyone who supports Nick Rekieta.
But another thing is, if you're crying, if you're bringing your wife on stream and she starts crying, that is mental illness also. There is no acceptable situation where you can bring anyone on to a stream and they start crying unless they're talking about a really, really sad movie. And ideally, only if they just saw it. There are only certain movies, too, in that case.
You're going on Oprah. So sorry. I promise I won't cry.
Even if you're going on Oprah, you shouldn't cry.
Well, don't go on Oprah. But yeah.
So first of all,
what?
Don't go on. Why are you doing that?
Movies. Man, I sure.
But yeah, Schindler's List, of course. Are you bringing up? I mean, that's almost a little too obvious. It's
Schindler's List. I cry every time that it turns out the Nazis are about to lose the war.
Why are they doing that? First of all, how do they bungle that one? Good one, Nazis.
But Hitler said he didn't want to fight wars. Hitler's like, I don't want to fight these wars, but they're making me. And it's like, no.
He sued for peace or something. It's like, really? Did you? I don't think you did a very good job there, did you? I think that, personally, kind of his fault. Not to blame, not to play the blame game too much. You know?
This Hitler guy sounds like a bullshitter.
The more I hear about him, the less I like him, the less I care for him. Let's see what I'm gonna need.
I thought he was going to promise that he was going to kill all the Jews. He didn't do anything even remotely close to that.
Didn't even do that. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with this guy?
Liar.
Can you believe this guy?
He's a fucking liar.
To quote the wonderful classic motion picture Fargo, he's a fucking liar.
You're a bald-faced liar.
Yeah, I love how he goes, a fucking liar, and his wife goes, Norm, please.
He's trying to comfort him. Also, it's like, no, don't lose face now.
Yeah,
you can't afford. You can't afford to be doing this.
Going all out like that.
It's sort of like get a load of the rocking and rolling. It sounds like, why is she saying this? Amazing. Like she's never heard the words before.
How amazing was that boat ride? It was actually pretty amazing.
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 Just somebody going, it's just amazing. And after all this shit about how amazing the amazing boat ride, the amazingness of the amazing.
That was from.
It's amazing. And it's just like, all right,
amazing. Okay, we get it. It's amazing. How much more amazing could it be?
You think it was amazing? Was it really that amazing? I kind of don't think so anymore. Started to doubt
at the same time, amazing. Who would?
I remember actually Jim Goad was talking about like he got really tired of people using the word awesome to describe everything. It's like, really, was your sandwich awesome? Really? And it's like, you know what, Jim Goad, that observation you just made about the word awesome being overused? Pretty awesome.
Pretty awesome. Decidedly awesome. Anyways, boy, that's
quantifiably awesome.
Quantifiably, just like fucking, shit. As Comicsgate was also quantifiably bitchy.
This was quantifiably bitchy.
Holy shit. That's first of all, not good. At least you can hear that. I wish it would play the videos I'm playing over the. This is why usually the streams are just me.
I don't know why. I can hear the soundboard, but I can't hear.
Because the soundboard broadcasts through the microphone. That's why. Right. That's why, motherfucker. But yeah, that's why.
Hey, motherfucker.
Hey, motherfucker.
Hey, we're back on. Thank you very much.
Milo, where are you calling from? The bottom of the pool?
I like how he's already finds out the villain is not dead, and he's just already joking.
He's just
His daughter has been kidnapped by this guy. He doesn't even know it yet, but that's not going to stop him from cracking jokes.
To quote Michael Richards, he's really laughing it up. Anyways, the movie night.
Kramer.
It's a monkey, Kramer. He pushed my
found the
buttons.
best version of that, by the way, because I know there's alternate versions of that. They're like
Yeah, in
way
fact, I was thinking of
softer.
putting that on one of the side channels because it legitimately surprised me that the cut for TV, edited for TV version of Pulp Fiction was just nowhere on YouTube. And it's like, what? How can this not be? YouTube used to have everything. Remember 10 years ago, YouTube would just
and
have
now it's apparently
everything.
down to what? Yeah, I can imagine either YouTube deleted it originally or just rethought to put it up there.
Who would have thought? But also, I would have thought. That's the question. I would have thought. I can write a blog. I have thoughts.
Nobody else could have done it better.
But also, whoa. Some other stuff. Some other good things. Some other good news. A lot of good things happening.
Yeah, things are actually starting to pick up for us. I mean, we've been slowly improving our situation. We've always been the best at writing comics.
Well, plus all the things we had pointed out, and all we wanted from the very beginning was just for people to notice. We said as soon as people start to notice this stuff, it's going to be over for these dishonest, fake-ass e-celebs. That's the truth of what's been happening, is that Nick Rekieta was a fake from the very beginning. All we did was point it out because we were right. That's it. That is the end of the story right there.
He's fucking toxifying the well. He's poisoning the well so fucking much. No one can trust anything.
This is why dumping a giant pot of poison into a well.
It's because all the people who are fans of American comics support grifters and then back them up. It's the dumbest, lowest...
Well, plus, and then they censor and deplatform. There's actually a very, very, very long history of that going back many decades of the mainstream, or people who support the mainstream, censoring and deplatforming the people with actual creativity. Only the actual creative, interesting, innovative creators get hit with that.
Especially in comics. Like other mediums, you don't have this
shills, the
movies,
corporate
TV,
shills
music,
who work to maintain the status quo, those people never get deplatformed. But because they know it gets them attention, they pretend that they're getting deplatformed. So you always hear, then they get the most clout, they get the most attention, they get the most fame.
They wish that for themselves.
So they are the ones who get the most popularity because they actually they essentially work the system. They know that's like, here we'll just be PR managers and we'll do the big PR game. Holy shit! Whoa.
My favorite
that's not good either.
Channel is Red Letter Media. They didn't get 1 million subs until last year?
10 years. It was after 10 years basically.
Yeah,
it was a couple years ago, though, I think. And they had a lot of people who really liked them. But that was the thing, is that they made it authentically as opposed to the other people who just buy subs, pretend that they're getting censored, and then
work harder. They actually had to take longer to get that success.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the real people. That is something that we've proven many years ago, and we've been proven right about constantly, is the people who are always real always get popular the least. The dishonest people are always the ones who explode in popularity instantly. Because they tell you what you want to hear, what you, the normie pig cattle out there, want to hear, the people who don't have souls. And there are always going to be more people who don't have souls than people who actually do have souls. So therefore, because the people who are appealed to, the people who make stuff that appeal, with actual soul, if you will, they will always get less popular because they're not appealing to the soulless minions of orthodoxy, if you will, which I think is a very good, accurate term for it as well.
It's a very apt term to describe.
Yes. And it comes from a very, very basted,
polite way. It's a polite euphemism for normie pig cattle.
But also at the same time comes from a very basted, with red sauce pills, scientist. You may remember him as the guy from the baseball card episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Classic, wonderful classic episode. There we go. Okay. Oh, neat. Let me see if I can play through the rest of this.
So she threw up in the middle of the night.
So the kids are thrown up.
And we were both still up. We were actually I don't know what we were doing. Anyway, we were talking or something, or we were both
doing
busy
drugs.
about to do something.
It wasn't that late.
Drugs.
I don't know. Well, I mean, it was still after 10. It doesn't matter. Okay, anyway, our baby...
I go to bed at 6 a.m.
Our baby threw up.
Nick Rekieta goes to bed at 6 a.m. Was he on dope?
Okay. And I was doing something. My hands were... I don't know what I was doing, but she came out and...
Drugs. Oh.
Without...
Horse tranquilizers?
Anything. Nick just said... I'll go clean up the bedding. I'll go do the heavy things. And so then he went and like cleaned up all the, changed her bed and wiped up all this vomit, cleaned up her, blankets and little snuggles and everything. And then came back and took over actually finishing the bath for the baby so that I could go do whatever the heck it was I was doing that I don't remember.
Drugs.
And he just does it. Every little thing. He is my partner.
Yeah.
That's the most romantic thing.
That's the thing is that people defended this. People at the time defended this and were like, oh, everything's healthy and normal and they're loving parents. And it's like, you're looking, that is exactly what we've been saying and proven right about for many, many years, is that everyone else will look at something and be wrong. And the masses will be convinced that they're right. And the shitty webcomics will one day say, everyone else has gone mad because we are different and correct.
The masses, or as I like to call them asses.
All over them asses. But people ultimately they see what they want to. They don't see the truth. And when somebody does see the truth and points it out, them asses will always get angry about it and say, you are the one who is mad because you are different. So, again, every single time that people see the behavior right out in the open and they refuse to accept it because they're not capable of essential human honesty. And the people who are capable of essential human honesty, or us, stay with me here, will be telling you what's really happening. And it's up to you if you want to see it or not. It's up to you if you're capable, if you're human enough to notice. But if you don't notice, you are in the war against noticing, and you're on the side against the noticing, which is, again, it's pretty much a qualification for not being able to have a soul. Meanwhile, I have like 588 souls right there. Well, no, I cashed them in for some free XP. I just got so much souls. Just so much souls. Perhaps a bit too much, in my opinion. Instead of listening to the rest of this already proved our point. I don't even need to listen to the rest. Whoa. Instead, I'm gonna just shoot this guy. Yeah, suck it. Rapid fire guns in this game are so overpowered. There's no balancing to it at all. There should be. I personally think that the single shots and stuff should be so massively overpowered. They should like one-shot bosses and shit. That's what I think. See, I got extra souls again. Wonderful. Gimme a level. Yay! Yay! Let's get back to that.
He is.
Here, you know what? Let's play something more interesting and worthwhile.
Now let's see if our next contender,
Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law,
can handle the chair.
Yeah, nice. Good. Oh, big one. That's about Ethan Van Sciver drunk driving, which he did. Wonderful. Yeah.
Look,
Oh, here's another.
I'm gonna say it.
Wonderful.
I see constantly a bunch of guys who go,
He says a bunch of guys.
I want a 24-year-old, hot, peak sexual market value wife who's going to immediately pump out 9 children for me, be trad in the kitchen in an apron all day. Okay, look, I get that you, like, want that. If you're not a millionaire, good fucking luck. You're gonna get a partnership.
If you're not a millionaire like Nick. Yeah, there's a lot of weird statements, but this is ultimately the clip of saying basically that pregnancy just destroyed his wife's pussy. And it's like, oh, that's a nice thing here, though. This is we'll play this just to play through it. This is also why I tend to
all these guys are gonna walk in
just do these kinds of streams solo.
Wife. By the way, when she has
because my brother can't hear it.
The second you pump all that semen into her and she gets pregnant, her body is destroyed for the next 3 to 5 years. If you have 5 kids, her body will be destroyed. Destroyed. Like, we paced out 2 years per kid, basically. 13 years. 13, minimum 13 years, where she is not going to be that 8, 9, 10 that you married.
Here's insightful,
and more
Nick.
Importantly,
he's telling you.
Won't care. It's going to be fine for you, but it won't be fine for her, because she's going to remember being an 8, a 9, a 10. She's going to remember that. But now, no matter how much she runs, no matter how much she walks, that stomach skin just doesn't go away. Those abs don't tighten up. She could do 1,000 crunches. It doesn't matter. She could do 1,000 crunches a day. It doesn't matter.
A day?
Nothing matters. Her tits, after the baby's done breastfeeding, they're going to be pancakes down to her fucking waist. It doesn't matter, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, you can get plastic surgery, which most likely they did, by the way.
That's just a roll of the fucking dice. Maybe you get the miracle and she walks out of the hospital and fits in the same jeans she wore before she was pregnant.
Oh, a miracle.
You probably don't. I know, like,
that's
2
like
women
a miracle.
But here's the deal. And again, someone says, who cares, so what? Yes. Who cares, so what? She fucking cares. She cares. And if...
I don't want to defend Nick too much, but just anyone who thinks he sounds like he's on cocaine right now, I think this clip is slightly sped up or something. Or he's on cocaine. You know what? Why give him the benefit of the doubt? Nick Rekieta is on cocaine during this clip. He's just on cocaine. Well, there's, you know what? Clearly, I need some health. Oh, there we go. Okay, that worked. What time is it? 7:40. Neat. Okay, here. I'm just playing through the rest of this clip.
She doesn't feel attractive. Doesn't matter how attracted to you she is.
Yeah. He was doing ketamine too. They were definitely doing drugs before the cocaine stuff, though. They talked about it. Nick actually talked about it.
So here's what I'm saying, guys. Like, I see some of these guys. Well, I need a 24-year-old wife that I'm going to pump semen into, and she's going to spit out a bunch of babies for me. Let me get to the other point of that. Do you really want that? Do you know how
Rekieta is trying to act like he knows better than what other guys. This was part of the thing with the red pill, where Rekieta act like, you know, he knew better than all the red pill guys. And of course, we're not explaining what actually the red pill guys were. Because, I mean, you know, when you're talking about someone like Andrew Tate, again, Andrew Tate is just a guy who was, you know, it's the guruism, as Stardust would refer to it. Stardust is a guy who's certainly much more trustworthy.
Yeah, Stardust is a better fucking actual guru, and he has no desire to be one.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually what you need to look for. If you're looking for people on YouTube to actually take advice from, you should first look for the people who don't try to pretend that they're experts about anything, like Nick Rekieta. Look for people who aren't being worshipped as the fucking as the champions of anything.
And I know why they want that too. It's sort of like the fucking
desperate.
white people want parasocial relationships.
Yeah,
I know why they want that.
A parasocial relationship directly results in popularity. YouTubers thrive on parasocial relationships.
Well,
they actually require it.
Very, very lonely and pathetic.
Yeah, even the YouTubers themselves
are more hostile and toxic and repellent than ever before. So of course there can be no relationships with women. So there goes half the fucking population.
Yeah. You can't even be. They've made it so that they don't even want.
I mean, look at how
be friends with them.
behaves. He is exactly the type of male feminist who will shame men for not having a fucking relationship.
But he'll say he's not a male feminist, of course.
Shambles of his own.
He'll be like, oh no, I'm against it. Most of the feminists these days are cuckservatives who say that they're anti-feminist. The most feminist guys out there are that.
How we need to fucking kill more men who have girlfriends that are 17 years old, and how fucking we need to send more men to war. We need to fucking start up a draft
and go to war with this and that.
To war to protect the white vagina,
the precious, holy white vagina. I should have brought the healing item in here. Why didn't I do that? But whatever. Oh,
and you gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Went and got a new son.
He's a young black buck that loves the GOP.
Yes. If you don't love Israel, you can kiss Lady Maga's big fat cock. That is ultimately the... Like, when you talk about the anti-woke on YouTube, that's essentially what it is. It's a conservative infiltration... a psyop, essentially, that keeps you, the normie pig cattle, corralled.
It's the people who got shifted leftward with the Overton window and are now being called Nazis because they're just liberals from the 90s.
Good old 90s
typical liberal from 1990.
The good old... Remember how everything was better in the 90s? The presidents...
Eric July voted for fucking Obama and helped to campaign for him. And now he's somehow a savior. I never voted for Obama.
Yeah, the same way that Rekieta was, the same way that Comicsgate was, the same way that Ethan Van Sciver was. There is no difference ultimately between any of them. They exist to keep you under control, which it works. So you can't even say no, I'm not under control. You're under control.
I'm angry at them for that. I don't
You're
like
even
it.
more under control.
Be allowed to do it.
The more you think you're not under control, the more you actually are
for doing that. I warned you not to do it. I voted against this, and you voted for it. And your vote, fucking.
That's sort of like the other.
Mine. So now you get exactly what you deserve.
You get what you fucking deserve. You could even say.
Fucking deserve.
Fucking. Here,
I'm
let's
not going to take the blame
try
for
and play
it
more of this too.
You'll want to blame me. All of you people are going to want to blame me.
Yeah, they want to. People want to, but they also.
Taking the blame though.
Yeah, the same way they blame us for pointing out what we're right about, and they're like, oh, "How could you point out that you were right about it?" And it's like, because exactly,
of people like you,
because of people like you,
because of people like you,
exactly. And that was the thing that right there proves that we basically had won the argument. Magic bonus, actually, that sounds pretty good. Slow per Twilight stack. Oh, that looks cool, though. Yeah. You know what? Maybe just to help. Play the rest of
fucking
this.
Stressful and expensive 5 kids are?
Stressful?
Do you have any
idea?
No,
the S word, stress.
I can tell you how expensive 5 kids are.
As opposed to the D word.
Detractor. Did Nick just pass out and slam against the floor?
My nanny
buys
our groceries most of the time.
Nanny? Wait a second.
Just the basics.
So the kids are drinking fucking poisoned, expired milk,
snacks,
and he has a nanny.
That they like, basic meals, stuff like SpaghettiOs and mac and cheese or whatever. For when I'm not cooking,
to the bone,
or when Lady Raggeds isn't cooking,
the nanny quit. Yeah, the
right?
nanny quit. The nanny quit the house of skank because it was too skanky.
To keep 5 kids fed.
It's exactly what
the other thing is,
actually,
he's saying that it's like, it's $2,000 a month for this.
When there's fucking, there's a labor shortage. This is why there's a labor shortage. Who the fuck would want to work for somebody like Rekieta? But he's supposed to be the Chad dad that's going to save everyone.
But also, he's
exactly the same problem.
He's completely rich and out of touch.
This fucking Dick Masterson is defending that.
Yeah,
why is he defending
definitely
that?
Pathetic. Yeah.
He must be completely without principles. Mersh is completely without principles.
Yeah. But Marge, you don't have any principles.
But Mersh, you don't have any principles.
Yes, exactly. Oh. There we go. Why is the ammo on this side? Just don't understand. Enemy kill. Extra souls. Well, that sounds pretty cool. But do I want that? Doubled. Oh, wait, this is actually after taking damage? Each shot. You know what? I might as well. Might as well. Oh. For some reason, I thought I was taking damage there. Okay, here.
The basic
play
level is
this
$2 grand a month.
again.
That's for fucking snacks, SpaghettiOs, ramens, macaroni and cheese.
SpaghettiOs? Again, all of this is aged so interestingly. Interesting. He's mentioning all of the things that are becoming memes for how he is a bad parent. He has failed as a parent. He has failed as a father. And which is something I said to him directly, by the way, many years ago also. But what his own wife was crying about. And it's like, that's weird that you have your own wife and she immediately starts crying about it. On stream, in public.
Sounds like an incel to me.
Yes.
Sounds like Nick Rekieta's an incel.
He's not even a volcel.
That's actually also the truth about incels, is the biggest incels to ever live are all the ones who are like just sex addict perverts like him and his wife. They are both incels. And I know I say that. I know I'm going to say that.
People don't get that.
It doesn't even make
That's
sense.
not what incel... Yeah.
You're too stupid.
You're not smart enough to understand what it means. Yeah.
It's not difficult to understand either.
Yeah. It's very simple.
It's the basic core principle of the entire concept of being a sex addict.
Should prey on it. But yeah, that's the thing. Ultimately, that's what really sex addiction is. It's the fear that you're getting it only while you can.
It's about obsessing over it so that every single waking moment has to deal with it. You're an incel.
Yeah, which is what other people even call incels. They're like, incels are... They think that everyone owes them sex. Meanwhile, fucking Rekieta is going around being a swinger and not even admitting it.
They're actually the ones who have sex the most.
Yeah.
And all they do is think it's these fucking dumb sluts.
Yeah, you may be mixing up volcels
because they're so desperate.
Volcels like are the
this is their entire life.
Oh shit!
This is all there is to life. It's
maybe that's all there should be.
Getting passed from thug to thug.
Straight thugging. She's being thug shaked on her own. Oh, shit! What the fuck? Okay, that does it. Time for the drone. That does it. That does it. Here, let's, I'll see how much of this. Again, listening to Nick just prove us right. It's like, all I needed was a couple seconds of that.
You want to eat healthy?
I want to fucking
You want to eat healthy? Oh my God. You're going to pay a fucking fortune.
Oh, Nick's being funny again.
And you're going to spend a bunch of time
Nick's like he's like a comedian. He should be a professional stand-up, really.
I think he actually has done stand-up. Nick Rekieta has actually done stand-up.
He has.
That's very important to note, too, by the way.
In fact, I actually covered the entire thing.
And like I see all these.
For anyone who doesn't know, if you go back, I think last year I actually listened to the entire stand-up thing that Rekieta did. So if you want to hear the best analysis about that, the most insight from the people who knew before everyone else in the history of the entire internet, just check out go through the history of our streams.
These guys online. By the way,
that was a good stream. I certainly made it more entertaining than Rekieta could.
But I see these guys who are my friends talking about, this is what you want in a woman, this is what you want in marriage. If you're going to do a marriage, like, no one should do a marriage, it's a trap. If you're going to do a marriage, you got to do it this way, you got to do it that way, you got to do it this way. You have no fucking idea. They've never paid for this.
Nick Rekieta has always been a disingenuous person, by the way. We have also proven that too.
It's like listening to Joe Biden speak.
Yeah.
Catch you later, Ryan, the editor. It's an insane amount of money. But here's the thing. Is marriage valuable? Yes. Are kids valuable? Yes, of course. They enrich your life. They're wonderful things if you can find them.
Rekieta really sounds like
know what you're getting into.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He sounds like even he is confused.
I think you have a point there.
Because when you're looking for that, oh, well, I got to have a 24-year-old or else, you're deluding yourself. There's a bunch of you out there. There's a bunch of guys out there who deal with one kid or no kids. Be very fucking happy. And you don't need a 24-year-old 8. There's a bunch
shit.
of 30-something to 40-something 8s.
Okay, so yeah, here's wait a second. This is really bizarre. It's basically Rekieta is talking about something he has no experience with and doesn't know anything about, saying like, find a woman, find a single mom who already has kids, who's 30 or in her 30s.
Wow, that's really bad advice.
My advice to that is
telling anyone
here's
that?
counter advice. No, that's my superior advice. And I'm not the one who's a cokehead who's neglecting children, so my advice is clearly better than Nick Rekieta's.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen to Nick Rekieta's advice. I'd rather listen.
I'm not going to listen to a cokehead who abuses his children.
For mercy, as she's slowly tortured to death.
I also I'm not going to listen to somebody who willingly supported somebody who just who willingly supported friends of his who faked death threats against their own children for YouTube clout. That is also not a criteria for listening to anyone's advice.
We should be fucking wifing up sluts. Should be getting married to the most repugnant sluts ever.
Yeah, does Dick Masterson agree with that? Why would he be okay?
Your children and fucking doing drugs instead of taking care of them?
Yeah. Which again, just by that saying, there's the whole people trying to cope with like, oh, it's guilt by association. Yeah, good. It should be. Guilt by association is right. Guilt by association works.
Here's how you fix
good.
Guilt by association. Stop associating with the worst scum of the fucking entire human, the scum of the planet.
Yeah, don't associate with child abusers. I won't assume you're a child abuser or that you condone child abuse, which Nick Rekieta did, by the way. And that's not something we guessed about. All the people who want to pull the whole Clot Adams excuse of being like, "Oh, you guys were just guessing." No, we knew.
I'm not trying to do
you
it.
Were all of you were wrong. You were wrong. We were right.
I'm not going to do it. We're not going to fucking put this behind the paywall. Listen to the whole fucking show behind the paywall to find out how he's guilty of this. No, we're telling you right here and now.
Sweet.
It's your own fault for not listening in advance.
Yeah, I mean all the stuff was out in the open. We didn't paywall the truth. We just we have the paywall just to basically cover funny things, and that's it. That's all it's ever been, really.
Bad faith actors need to be driven out of the fucking medium. This is how that is done. If you people won't listen.
Well, also,
if you won't listen to reason,
that's the thing is that all we have to do, all we do is just point it out and say, here, it's up to you to notice. So it's not like we're not doing anything. We're just being honest. We're being correct. And if nobody else wants to accept that, the exact same thing. What the fuck? But if nobody else wants to accept that, that's not on us. You know, we did everything that we have to. If it's not enough for other people, go ahead and do the work yourselves. Go do anything.
If you really support Nick Rekieta, by all means, keep giving him more money. He's got a trust fund. Doesn't matter. Go give him even more.
But if people want to get the truth out there,
money until you are broke.
If it's you're trying to tell the truth and Null is telling you that you're wrong, and you're going to give him credibility just because he has status, you have to understand that's where the problem is. The problem isn't with the truth. The problem is the people with status who don't want to accept it. Or, for instance, Null sitting around saying that it wasn't even interesting enough to talk about or it wasn't funny when the that's one of those key things. But when the Rekieta stuff first broke and he refused to talk about it.
Almost like he was trying to come up with a cheap excuse.
Yeah, he was, he was trying to cover it. He was just straight up. There's no other way around that. He was just straight up trying to cover for it. Here, though, instead of even listening to let's listen to funny things again.
New Orleans Wizard World 2015.
Here's something new.
Be 18 and I want to go to the con bad. Find out I can volunteer and get in for free. One of the days I'm given artist alley duties. Keep spaces clean and manage flow of traffic. EVS asks me to come over. Starstruck, I say okay. He's doing a flash sketch and is showing me stuff, tells me how great working in comics are. At one point he places his hand on my leg. I'm wearing shorts, think it's nothing, just laugh. Tells me he can help me out if I help him out. Says working in comics can be really fun.
Oh.
What the fuck is happening right now? Say thanks for everything and nope out. I can hear him say shut your mouth or something. Go back to what I was doing, scared out of my mind. So that was my story with EVS. When I hear that he's gay, it doesn't surprise me.
Naring is all over the page, and all of you talk. Get it taken down.
Someone is now having a very bad day. I apologize, Alfie.
This, by the way, this has the screenshots and stuff because I said somebody should make a video about this, so I guess I did. And
it's down to us. As usual, it's down to us.
Yeah, anyone else could have done this, but as usual, nobody else did. But yeah, this has the first one was that 4chan post of the guy who Ethan puts his hand on his leg, but the rest of this is the Alfie posts, which was a guy that Ethan fell in love with, as you'll hear by his own words. Here, I'll play this again.
I know who did it. It's gone. I should have done that to begin with. I wasn't thinking carefully.
Now take down that message. Thanks for blaming me.
Okay, I'll take it down.
I'm super pissed. I feel like choking you.
So what, Alfie? Whoa. So what?
Ethan's
I love you, dude. Romantically. You know that. Whoa. You and I can't be pals again? Buddies, if you will? I can't believe that.
I have a podcast of you fixated on me, leading a group of delusional creeps to bully me. You're the delusional one. I asked to be done with your bullshit months ago. I'm done. Leave me alone.
You'll be back to bother me later. You'll get a flyer from Pizza Hut that you don't like, and you'll think that I sent it to you. I implore you, leave me alone!
5 months later.
Alfred, I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to reach out and jerk you off. I mean, say hello.
Oh.
And I hope you'll consider burying the hatchet that you were obviously never holding in the first place. Things have changed in both our lives, huh? Signed, Rethan Van Kryberg.
6 weeks later.
What? Love you, buddy. And clearly not in a platonic way either.
What?
Dude, it's been a while. How are you? I had some of that Chimay. Chimay Saint Cinquante is a strong blonde beer that is refreshing and fruity, tasty and intense. Yes, Ethan Van Skyver drank a literal fruity beer. Hope you were sitting down for that one.
What a romantic song. Has a happy ending after all.
It's called Racket Fall.
I'm perfectly happy.
Oh, here's this. Is actually this went up on Alyssa Clip's just a couple hours ago, and it's an old, by old I mean 2022 clip from Kino Casino of the Ralpha male, the bard, completely calling that Rekieta would have a giant crash and burn. Was the Ralpha male just guessing?
Just an absolute prophecy, huh? It's not like anyone was saying that all the way back in 2018 who Ralph themselves tried to silence.
Yeah, and that was the funny thing is that Ralph like blocked us for saying what he would then go on to say, and now would block us again for saying, because he's walked that back, of course, and is buried the hatchet.
He has no standards.
Interesting that term, burying the hatchet with fucking rekieta.
He doesn't have any fucking beliefs. He doesn't have any thoughts in his head.
Well, none of them. That's the entire point that we've been constantly proven right about, is that none of these YouTubers have any beliefs ever about anything.
Ball is going to be so delicious.
But here, though.
Listen to what I'm saying. I've been here for a while.
And Ralph only called this after we
I've
did.
Seen him go.
So Ralph is
We're
just
gonna witness
an imitator
a
of art.
Staggering collapse for Nick Rekieta.
How? I'd be willing to bet just about any amount of money that that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
I could believe that he might have a
lost
slow
that
decline
one, didn't
into
he?
irrelevancy.
Or like
you
a
know,
bad month or 2 months or whatever, yeah.
I just don't believe there's going to be a catastrophic scandal about Nick Rekieta that comes out that's going to totally destroy his shit. Like,
even if there was a bad one, he would still retain a big audience. Let's be fair. You know?
I still don't even know, like, what could he really do?
You have to kill his children. You have to kill all
weird.
of his kids.
I mean, even if he, like, screwed over some people in a fundraiser or, like, did, like, a super mega grift, like, people don't even give a man.
He's a smart dude. He would have.
But here's the thing, like, if Ralph still has an audience of people paying him...
insight from Worski is that Rekieta's a smart dude. Is he? He is?
Nope.
Wow. No.
I guess that also makes...
Worski isn't either. No.
Like,
Worski also.
how far
Worski
would
wrong,
Rekieta have to
PPP
go
wrong,
to
shitty webcomics
destroy
right.
his-
Again.
Yeah, no, exactly. It would have
As
to be,
always.
like, catastrophic. It would have to be, like, insane what he does.
What? No.
And it's going to be... Listen, I've been here for a while. I'm a tabloid god. I'm telling you now.
He's a tabloid god?
Is he drunk?
I'm sorry, Ralph.
Ralph.
Well, I guess he is, like... He's a tabloid.
First of all, like, the words tabloid and god, like, they probably shouldn't even be in the same sentence.
Oh,
like
PPP
like
is a
if
little
you're
judgmental.
if you're a tabloid journalist or whatever,
Wow.
like you're not a god. Oh, in any sense. Even if you're the top of the tabloid, like you're still a piece of shit. Like I don't know what to say.
He's on the tabloids all the time.
It's going to
good
be
one,
an
Worski.
unbelievably nasty fall for Nicholas Rekieta. I promise you.
This is
I
obviously.
promise you.
Here's the thing: is that this was obviously just out of bitterness. This is just the Ralpha male being Ralpha bitter at
He's going to
He
Rekieta.
makes so much money. He could have like 2 bad years. And
Well,
still-
his whole
Why he makes so much
channel
money?
can go down tomorrow. He's still a millionaire, and he's still a lawyer with a law degree. He could practice law.
He's got-
Even if he
oh,
loses
he's got a
the
law
whole
degree,
channel,
he'll
he can
practice
still
law.
practice law. I mean, he
Wait a
never
second.
actually
Yeah. So
had-
is that what Rekieta would do? Is practice law? He could do that right now. How did that work out for him? Right now, he fucking no-showed at his at the only trial where he's actually practiced law since he closed his legal practice to become a YouTuber back in 2018, which for some reason that's like hidden lore or lost information.
Do you think
It's
if
like that was
Owen
out in the
Benjamin
open?
did any of this shit, that fucking Marshall would be like, yeah, he's a good guy, except for some of the drug stuff.
Probably
with the
still
kid."
will.
Or just straight up defending him. Straight up defending that.
Well, I mean, because again, it's about status. That's what it's always been about, and it's also been about herding the
But
normie cattle.
Don't go around and pretend like you're fucking speaking the truth or anything like that when you do that. You're not.
No, if you know how you're speaking the truth is that if you agree with us, end of story.
Yeah,
Straight up.
That really is the beginning and end of it.
Oh,
Disagree with us, the SWC curse takes effect.
Yes, that's more real than the whole Sonichu. Again, the Sonichu medallion.
No, the
it's for
Sonichu is a cope.
tourists.
The Sonichu is a cope that came about months and months after we announced
Years.
the reveal of the fucking SWC curse.
Yeah,
we
that's
did
years.
it first. Sonichu's a nobody.
Yeah, Sonichu is a tourist in our house. That's the truth. That's what's actually
He's
been
swimming
going on.
in our wake.
Yes.
And if you don't like it, fuck off. Go ahead and go watch fucking Sonichu videos or whatever the fuck. Chris Chan's whatever the fuck he's
You go
doing.
watch fucking Vaush or fucking
we
Chris
know that you
Stuckman
want
or
to.
whoever the fuck. Whatever
We know that's what you
popular
want to do.
like million subscriber YouTuber who just is completely out of the loop, who is for somewhere anyone who is blindsided by the rekieta stuff, they're out of the loop or they were in on covering it up. They knew.
Yeah.
And you know that was never with us.
Absolutely, is fucking giving aid and suck core.
Suckaka core, the worst kind of core. It's not good, guys. Choyat, it's not good. Speaking of Choyat, people. Well, I just realized some people have been in the chat. Apparently, some people were saying some stuff in the chat. I didn't even notice.
Bad.
Haven't been paying attention.
That's too bad.
Yeah, zero engagement with the chat so far. Ethan likes internet porn artist in case. I mean, In Case is a good comic creator, actually. In Case is actually a far superior comic artist to Ethan Van Sciver.
Oh, shit.
So I can understand that. Probably found out about In Case him, Zer, whatever, because of us, because we actually... In fact, the first
way back in the
video about
days,
Alfie.
Yeah.
On YouTube though, the video about Alfie specifically, we show the comic by In Case Alfie, and so most likely Ethan found that and became a fan through that. You can find that right now. You can go watch that video on our channel. Because I re-uploaded it, but it started. He followed us years ago. Ethan had been watching our videos and mentioning them and referencing them in private. For many years.
Not just that he follows us; he watches us religiously,
obsessively. Yes, absolutely.
He's one of our biggest fucking fans.
Yes,
Bitch,
except that he's also too broke to support us. Although he most likely does subscribe to our Subscribe Star anonymously, because there are several anonymous Subscribe Star donors.
We already know that. We already know he is.
But at the same time, we don't have his name. I don't know what his account is. I just know that he loves us so much. And that he constantly, obsessively mentions specific details from our videos so often that it's obvious that he's a subscriber.
That's where the thing came from with whoever it was, Eric July, where it's like fucking asking what your favorite part of ISOM is hate speech. It's the Common America rule.
Yeah, that's where it came from originally. Well,
we created that.
Yeah, and originally it was about Cyberfrog. It was the Common America rule, and it was because nobody could ever mention a favorite part of Cyberfrog. And it was so embarrassing to Ethan and his fans and simps and supporters and ball washers and excuse makers that they just took that and copied it.
Oh. It will forever live rent-free in their head.
Yeah, they just repeated it and from us.
To say. They wish that we were on their payroll, but the simple fact is that I know I can succeed without him. As did Doug Tenaple and.
But also, I don't care if I can't. That's far more important. Is if we couldn't succeed without them, I don't give a shit. Because
we can, though. We are.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing.
We are real. We don't fucking inflate our campaign numbers like he does.
Yeah.
He inflates his campaign numbers because he's so insecure.
And it's not even a matter of not having to. It's a matter of actually not wanting to. And they're convinced. That was the entire central conceit of Comicsgate, was if you don't do what we tell you to do, then oh shit.
And we is just EVS.
Yeah, I'll do this.
None of them are giving orders. EVS is the one giving them the orders.
But specifically, if you do that, then you're not allowed to succeed, to the point where they would actually do stuff to try to have your platform removed from you, as we've seen, as we've proven. And for many years, We've also proven that Rekieta knew about it and covered it up. And we have the proof of that. And we've shown that already. So it's just a matter of people choosing to notice it. It's a matter of people making the choice to realize it, to see it, to look at the evidence, to look at the truth.
This is such ancient news. All we're doing is boring our audience. To try and hopefully explain it to the
look at me. Look at me. I am the Ralph now, Andy.
Who have finally decided they've had enough of having their money stolen from them.
It's going to be delicious. It is going to be. You can't get enough.
There we go.
When this falls.
Just
as sure as I'm sitting here, that's going to happen.
Super chat.
Say yes to cocaine.
Do
it.
That just ends with fucking him. Oh wait, here. One last song and we'll wrap up. 8:22. Yeah, that's okay.
I highly recommend people not super chat us.
This is exactly what we're talking about.
No shit. We call it again. What's gonna happen?
Yeah. Ah, classic. Another wonderful classic. Oh, yeah, but there was going to be one more. That's right. There's one more song that's not an AI. I was going to see if this one would work, in fact. That's the same thing, isn't it? But, yeah, that previous one actually it's kind of about the Common America role, but it's also about Comicsgate's inability. It's a whole other topic we were talking about previously, not even on any of the videos, just in general. And being correct about is that Comicsgate doesn't understand hypothetical questions, such as how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning? The thing is, the actual how would you feel if you didn't eat breakfast this morning has become a meme so much that people recognize that as the example of the hypothetical question. So people are like, oh yeah, the people who can't answer that, they're very stupid. Not understanding that the actual point of that isn't asking people if they, oh yeah, you know, might as well. In fact, this will be a good way to wrap up the stream because we're pretty much done. But the people not being able to comprehend that the real question. Oh shit, where to go? Oh, here. There. Is this gonna? It's not gonna connect. Come on, get out of here. Ah, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna have to fuck with this somehow. But the real question of you know, the hypothetical is not about how would you feel if there we go. Okay. It's not about how you would feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning. It's any hypothetical question. Like, how would you feel if Cyberfrog never came out? And Comicsgate's answer to that, just like the people who can't answer, how would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning? You know, people in Comicsgate go, what do you mean? It did come out. And it's like, there you go. You don't understand the concept of hypotheticals because Comicsgate supporters are not actually really people. the normie pig cattle, if you will, the NPC. There's enough homosexuality in Incase's Twitter to keep Ethan happy for years and years. Incase is still a good artist. It doesn't do exclusively gay porn either, of course. In fact, usually Alfie was like a female halfling and was usually just getting fucking cored out by all kinds of dudes, which I certainly approve of. But yeah, another thing I think that was always very interesting about Alfie the comic is that it had fantastic use of color. That what the color wasn't designed to distract from the sort of the incompetence of the art, or the art being overly detailed to try to be like, see, isn't it impressive, the art, how overly detailed it is? And it's like, no, because if you don't understand how to properly use detail, that just because art is detailed doesn't mean it's good. It has to be coherent first. And again, the American comic book fans don't understand that because they don't really like comics. So that's always been something that, and again, this isn't my opinion, this is something that the masters of even American comics have said. You know, Frank Miller has talked about this and so on, and a lot of other creators and artists. So they agree with us about that. You agree with Frank Miller or not? You know, we agree with Frank Miller. If you don't, that's what they call in the industry a YP, not an MP. Speaking of MP, here we go. And speaking of MP again, here we go with this. Shit, yeah, just lining them up. Nice. Why can't the fucking K98 do that much damage that fast? That's what they really need to do. What the? Holy shit. That guy used jumping. Why are they jumping? Here's one last song dedicated in memory to Ethan Van Scaven. Especially for Pride Month. This is a good Pride Month song.
In the Vaseline. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain.
Oh no. Ethan can't stand the pain. He's definitely suffering. Constantly. As he deserves.
Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain. Two sissies were living in an apartment.
Two sissies.
Weeks gone by, they never pay no rent.
Oh shit.
They never give the maid a solitary cent. She put pepper in Vaseline and away she went. You should hear them. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain. They call the police to come investigate. 4 o'clock in the morning, they're knocking at me gate. One was running in, another running out. Hey Lord, he got some pepper on his mouth. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Who put the pepper in the Vaseline? Oh no, he can't stand the pain. Who put the pepper in the Vaseline?
That's a timeless classic. traditional song. Wonderful. I can't believe that's about Ethan Van Sciver. They wrote that about Ethan and Nick Rekieta at the same time?
They sent out Dick Masterson yesterday.
Here, yeah, wait, this was just the next clip on my watch later, which I will watch later, but I'll get to that and stuff. A lot more shows coming up on the Subscribe Star, including like pre-recorded streams, sort of. They're not really streams because they're not live, but just you know, me listening to clips and talking about them, just me solo. I wanted to do a show with me and my brother today. Not really with any purpose necessarily. I just wanted to play a couple. To play a couple things. No, that one. Wait, actually, the same one as this. Yeah, whatever. The sorry about people in the chat we didn't pay attention to. I'm sure a lot of people angry in the chat about what we've been saying. Darn it. Flies in my ass. What? Nick has to do 2 years, even if he play. Well, you should do 2 million years. That's personally what I think, and in my opinion. But wait, I'm gonna level up. Yeah, I like leveling up. Almost leveled up again. Enough. Oh yeah, in case. That's a. We didn't do a review of Alfie though, but we did do it was maybe a mini review of Alfie in the video. In the stream where we did the deep dive about that guy that Ethan Van Sciver fell in love with. Speaking of which, the clips and various things that that I listened to and played, including the songs. Oh boy, one of those lost. I hate the lost memory. Whoa, no, you don't. There we go. But if you check out SWC Subscribed, it's just a backup channel, basically, and I posted a few things, including the songs and some of the clips, and including, you can even say, that the 4chan post reading. So if you want to check that out for yourself, you can go there. Delightful channel and delightful video. Sort of the follow-up to that other one, the filthy faggot one that Ethan it was that other 4chan post, of course, but also shit. Yeah, because there were a couple 4chan shit. What am I doing here? Oh, there we go. Yeah, there were a couple 4chan posts from back then that were just being passed around and laughed about with the people who tell the truth, though. So, you know, a lot of people, like, you wouldn't see them really on the Kiwi farms or anyone talking about that. Because that's another thing that's extremely important to point out and to remember, is that everyone else was covering up for this shit. You know, the Comicsgate stuff. Because most people want to believe that they're actually going to fight the culture war, regardless of the actions of the people doing it. It's more important to just think you're going to do something than actually doing something. When it comes right down to it, people would rather give words and not deeds. It's very sad. We've always been about the exact opposite. So if you personally are the type of person, here, let me just buy this nice warm fire. If you are the type of person who prefers deeds to words, then follow, subscribe, become PayPig on our Subscribe Star. Check out the card link at the very least. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh shit. Okay. They're soaking up lots of damage. Well, how about some of this then? Let's see how you like this. Oh, there we go. Nice. And usual, even though I wasn't really paying attention to the chat today, thank you everyone who showed up in the chat.
You come in here with balls!
we're able to do these streams.
Because of people like you!
And for everyone else, though, should have listened to shitty webcomics. Ah.